Rest is part of growth. There are times when life feels like it never slows down. Responsibilities continue to grow, expectations keep rising, and the pressure to keep moving forward can feel constant. In moments like this, slowing down can feel uncomfortable, almost like you are losing progress or falling behind. Many people carry a quiet guilt when they rest, as if pausing means they are not doing enough. But rest is not the opposite of growth. Rest is part of growth. Just as the body needs sleep to recover from physical effort, the mind and emotions need stillness to recover from life's demands. Without rest, exhaustion slowly builds. At first, it may only feel like tiredness. Over time, it can affect focus, patience, motivation, and decision-making. When exhaustion grows, even small challenges can feel overwhelming. This is why rest matters. Rest is not simply the absence of activity, it is a form of renewal. It allows you to recover energy, regain clarity, and restore balance. It creates space to think, reflect, and breathe without pressure. Many people underestimate how important this space is. In a culture that often celebrates constant productivity, slowing down can feel unproductive. But constant effort without recovery is difficult to sustain. Over time, it leads to burnout rather than progress. Life moves in rhythms: effort and rest, movement and stillness, activity and reflection. These rhythms are natural and necessary. Ignoring them often leads to exhaustion. Respecting them leads to sustainability. Growth is not meant to happen at maximum speed all the time. Sometimes slowing down is the wisest decision you can make. Rest also creates clarity. When life feels overwhelming, stepping back can help you see things differently. Problems that once felt complicated can become manageable. Decisions that felt confusing can become clearer. This is because rest allows your mind to reset. When you pause, you give yourself time to process experiences instead of simply reacting to them. Reflection becomes possible. Perspective returns. This does not mean stopping completely. It means allowing yourself moments of stillness within the journey. Another important truth about rest is that it protects your long-term strength. Continuing without pause may feel productive in the moment, but it often leads to exhaustion later. Sustainable progress requires balance. Balance allows you to continue without losing energy or motivation. Rest also teaches patience. It reminds you that not everything must happen immediately. Some progress requires time. Some growth requires reflection. Some clarity appears only after you slow down. Learning to rest without guilt is part of emotional maturity. It means understanding that your value is not measured only by productivity. It means recognizing that caring for your energy is necessary, not selfish. You are not meant to carry everything without pause. You are not meant to solve everything at once. You are allowed to slow down. Rest is not wasted time. It is preparation. When you allow yourself to rest, something important begins to happen. Your mind becomes calmer. Your thoughts become clearer. Your emotions become more balanced. The weight you were carrying begins to feel lighter. Rest restores perspective. Sometimes the answers you are searching for do not appear through constant effort, but through quiet moments of reflection. When life slows down, you can better understand what truly matters. You can recognize what needs attention and what can wait. This clarity is valuable. A rested mind responds differently than a tired one. Patience becomes easier. Decisions become wiser. Challenges feel less overwhelming. Energy returns gradually. These changes may feel small, but they have a powerful effect on how you move forward. Another important lesson about rest is that it strengthens resilience. Resilience is not only built through endurance, it is also built through recovery. Just as muscles grow stronger after rest, emotional strength grows when you allow yourself to recharge. Without recovery, endurance becomes exhaustion. With recovery, endurance becomes strength. This balance allows growth to continue over time. Many people fear that resting will cause them to lose momentum, but in reality, rest often protects momentum. When you return after rest, you bring renewed energy and focus. Tasks that once felt difficult may feel manageable again. Rest does not stop progress, it supports it. It is also important to understand that rest can take different forms. Sometimes rest means physical stillness, sometimes it means stepping away from stress, sometimes it means spending time in quiet reflection, Sometimes it means doing something peaceful that restores your energy. Rest is not always about doing nothing. It is about restoring what has been drained. When you learn to recognize when you need rest, you begin to care for yourself wisely. You become more aware of your limits and more intentional with your energy. This awareness prevents burnout. It allows you to continue growing without losing balance. Over time, you begin to see rest differently. Instead of viewing it as weakness, you begin to see it as wisdom. Instead of feeling guilty about slowing down, you recognize its value. This shift changes how you approach life. You begin to understand that growth is not only about effort, it is also about renewal. It is not only about movement, it is also about stillness. Both are necessary. When you respect this balance, progress becomes sustainable. You can continue moving forward without losing yourself along the way. Rest prepares you for what comes next. After rest, strength returns, perspective returns, motivation returns. You are able to continue the journey with renewed energy. And that is the purpose of rest, not to stop the journey, but to sustain it. Dear friends, you are allowed to pause. You are allowed to breathe. You are allowed to recover. Growth continues, even in stillness. Rest is part of growth. See you on the next one.